Friday night NBA from Madison Square Garden in New York City. The Celtics and the Knicks. Let's break it down. Teddy covers wagertalk.com with a big game breakdown for Friday night NBA. And right now, looking at my odds logic live odds screen, I'm seeing the Knicks minus 3.5, the prevailing number. Total sitting at 230. Pretty much 230 across the board. There are some 230.5s out there. We have seen a little bit of over money for this game. We've also seen a little bit of money for Boston from the opener in this contest. The Knicks injury report is, I don't know if you're going to have Mitchell Robinson. They're not going to have Mitchell Robinson tonight. They're not going to have Josh Hart tonight, and they may not have Karl Anthony Towns, who was listed as questionable for this evening. Cat, certainly a guy who, when healthy, is an impact player for New York, but it's not like they can't win without him. At least not in this bettor's opinion. And the Knicks found a way. They blew a big lead against Cleveland in the opener and then found a way to win it at the end. It wasn't their best game. And the quotes coming out of Mike Brown are, don't expect too much in October. Our goal is to be at our best in April and May and June. And certainly I agree with that concept for the Knicks. They're not going to be at their best right now. But one thing we did see in the opener from the Knicks, actually two things I saw. First, is that there's depth for New York this year. You know, we know how Coach Thibodeau got he got fired. Yeah, he didn't get the Knicks as far as they wanted to, but Tibbs got fired because he played his starters too many minutes. And we're seeing Brown rest his starters a little bit more and develop the depth a little bit more. And the Knicks bench played well in the opener. I would not surprise they play well again tonight. Boston's bench didn't play particularly well in the opener, but the Knicks bench did. And I think that is an advantage New York will have this evening against the Celtics, especially in this relatively cheap point spread range. Now, it is a scenario where the Knicks are off a win and the Celtics are off a loss. And in general, game two, I'd rather have the team off a loss than the team off a win. The hunger is there, and certainly for a team that has been competing for championships like Boston in recent years, I look, that matters. But I still think it's cheap. If you watch Boston the other night, I watched Boston against Philly. That was a game that I had the sound on when I was watching. I was very fascinated to see what those two teams would look like. And the Sixers played well. But Boston lost that game every bit as much as Philly won it. I'll talk about it in just a minute. First, I got to ask you guys one simple favor. If you like this type of analysis, hit that like button. That's really all we ask. Comment below. Tell us what you think about this game or anything else on the NBA card tonight. And, of course, subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel, especially this time of year. If you haven't subscribed, we've got free play videos. NFL, college football, NHL, MLB, World Series, NBA, college hoops. We got free play videos for whatever you are interested in. And you'll get instant alerts when they go live. Subscribe to the channel right here on Wager Talk TV. We appreciate it. So like, comment, subscribe. And of course, check out my homepage, wt.buzz/TC, or just visit the website, wagertalk.com. Weekend Warrior packages. It gets you all the football for $49 Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A better deal. We got a great deal for every play every day through the end of the year right now. It's about $8 a day. Again, check it out, wt.buzz/TC, or visit the website, wagertalk.com. So I got to say I downgraded Boston after watching it. I thought I was expecting the Celtics obviously to be down a notch or two or three from where they were last year. Obviously you've lost a lot in the offseason when you talk about Porzingis and Holiday and Tatum all being gone. But I was very interested to see who Boston had on the floor in the fourth quarter with the game on the line. And when you're talking about Sam Hauser being on the floor, when you talk about Keita fouled out in that ball game, actually, but Keita being on the floor. When you talk about Peyton Pritchard taking not one, not two, but the three last shots for the Celtics and missing them all, I don't know that Pritchard's the guy I want with the ball to take the winning shot for Boston. I wasn't impressed with the bench, the only guy that played well was Simons. Boston, a team that lives and dies by the three-point shot. But when you don't have Tatum to force defenses to back off the three-point line when Tatum's got the basketball and can take the double teams, they're not going to make a ton of these. They made, 11 three-pointers the other night? 11 of 43? That's not a winning formula for Boston. I don't think the Celtics are primed to go into the Garden in New York against a Knicks team that's going to take them real serious. I know they beat them in the playoffs last year, but it's not like when the Celtics come to town, the Knicks are going to look past them or anything like that. You know, in a rivalry game, in a potential playoff matchup, even though Coach Brown says the Knicks are going to get better, which they probably will, I'll take them tonight. If I'm playing, I'm laying. I think the Celtics are a team to fade. Right now, I worry about their late game rotations. I worry about their bench, and I worry about that three-point shooting. So, Knicks are pass for me on Friday night from Madison Square Garden. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. Best of luck with all your bets. Appreciate those likes, comments, and follows. Subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Cheers.